Yes, what is up, guys? Welcome back to our end of the market update for this Monday, April the 12th of 2021. And I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I hope you guys had a wonderful day today. Markets have been a little bit choppy, they have been in low volume. I've been pointing this out. Okay, we're melting up higher with low volume, and it's a little bit concerning. We can't be jumping into a bunch of little trades or crazy options, whatever it is. But be cautious, be careful, stay away from the FOMO. Always look at the markets as a vehicle to long-term wealth, not short-term trying to get rich quick. All right, this is going. The markets are always going to be here. There will always be an opportunity. There will always be another day that the markets are going to give us something. All right, and that's one thing I want you all to understand. I know that it's difficult. I've been in your shoes. I've been doing this for some time now, but it took me a while. I call this market tuition, right? It took me a while to understand that I have to be patient and disciplined. All right, guys. And as we melt up higher, I know we want to keep on having more trades. I know we want to keep on jumping into things that are moving here and there. We'll get our chance, and we have been. Gladly we have. Luckily, we've been on the right side of the trend. And so, yeah. But before I dive into the charts, guys, 100 subscribers. All right. It's unreal. I know it's not a lot. Check it out. Check it out, guys. Oops, my bad. Check it out. 105. Thank you for the support. Look at this. 349 views on this one. Man, that's incredible. I love it. I am excited. This puts a big smile on my face because it's tough, man. I mean, having 105 of you listen to my annoying voice is you guys are brave, but I do appreciate it. Okay, I appreciate you all. I appreciate you tuning in every single day to watch these videos. I appreciate you guys subscribing. It helps me, it helps my channel, and it gives me the motivation and perseverance to keep on developing these videos, because ultimately what I want to do is help, right? People always say on the internet, yeah, I want to help, but genuinely speaking, look, man, I have a free Discord group. The link is in the description. Join it. All right, totally free. We're our growing community. Obviously, as I grow, things will change, but for now, it's open house. All right, come and look. Feel free to ask questions. I post charts every single day, morning time, afternoon, and then the video at nighttime. I also post trade setups of stocks that I'm watching. Members ask me, oh, can you take a look at this chart? I'll take a look at it, and 90% of the time, the technical analysis ends up playing out. Why? Because we use Elliott wave theory to interpret our charts and find the roadmap to the trend, understanding which direction it's going, if it's up or down, sideways, whatever it is. Elliott wave theory or principle helps us. All right, so all right, I'm gonna stop ranting, but again, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell, so that when videos of this great content come up, you guys have it at your disposal. All right, guys, so let's see what we have here. Okay, so earnings will officially kick off on, well, it already did, but yeah, Afria reported today. It was pretty bad. I think they were down heavily, but the ones that are on all eyes and hands on deck, I think if that's the term, but it'll be the banks: Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Citi, JP Morgan. They all report on Wednesday and Thursday. All right, here's the quick chart, what I was just looking at right now. So Wells Fargo on Wednesday before the open, Goldman Sachs, we have JP Morgan. So all those three guys they report. Then we have on Thursday, we have Bank of America, and we have Citi. All right, excuse me. So why is this important? Oh, and sorry, Morgan Stanley on Friday. So why is this important? In my opinion, they might do well, but there was this little crisis that happened not too long ago with Credit Suisse, however you pronounce it, Credit Suisse, yeah, there. Please excuse me. Credit Suisse and that liquidation and the selling of the Viacom and whatnot. And we need to see, we will probably know which banks were exposed to that loss, right? So we will know earnings coming up. Also, it could be a positive thing because some of those, Powell some time ago said that he is going to allow it in June for buybacks on the banks and dividends and all that good stuff. So I don't know. There's a lot of things that will happen, but we got to keep our eyes out for these, for the earnings. And yes, my favorite season is earnings. My favorite part of the trade is earnings. It's a lot of opportunity. Okay, good things coming. So if you don't want to miss anything, please join, subscribe, hit it on the notification bell. The link is in the description for the Discord. All right, guys. So enough with that nonsense. Let's dive in. So the SPY, I'm switching it up. I was doing the SPX, but I think doing the SPY and understanding the levels is pretty important also. I mean, they're the same, but you just have to convert, and we don't want to go through all that nonsense. So just doing the chart of the SPY, the QQQs and DIA for the indices. All right, so coming off from the March highs, let me bring this down. From the February highs, we sold off in 3 waves, A, B, C to intermediate wave 2. We then started ramping up higher in wave 1, again ABC correction in wave 2, which was a spot on 50% retracement of this wave 1. I'm gonna hide these and have that on. So that was a spot on 50%. We then since started ramping up higher in the impulsive wave 3 structure. So up in 1, down in 2, acceleration gap in wave 3, consolidated in wave 4. Notice that we held trend support, right? Notice that we held this line here as a level of support in the wave 4 consolidation, all right? And that was pretty good. So what's now happening is that we are transpiring into the wave 5 of 3, which could come in at the 61 to the 100% extension, right? Which will fall the 419 or the 414 levels in the SPY. Then this is what my game plan is going to be. All right, once we see price action hover over this zone, we expect a pullback in 3 waves. All right, at which point this level here, or this trend channel, which was originated from wave 1, projected from wave 2, okay, we can anticipate finding back testing and then finding some sort of support, so that at that point, once we see price action hover in this area, we can then take advantage for an upside trade into the final wave 5 of intermediate wave 3, which will take us roughly at the 1618, which is the 425 price in the S&P, or SPY in this case. Okay, guys. Obviously, if we break below the trend channel line and we then break below the origin or the extreme of this wave 1, which is support, right? It was resistance prior, but it was support, and that's the 397, 398 region. Then this whole wave count is invalidated. All right, at least this one we're looking at here, and we'll have to reorient ourselves and find other. We'll find. I just got distracted with a text message here. My apologies, guys. If it breaks below this extreme of wave 1, then we need to reevaluate our stance and reevaluate this count. But I'm not going to look into that just yet. All right, potentially we might, and it'll get close, but just to fill this gap. All right, so once we finish this wave 3, we're going to consolidate into the wave 4, which I anticipate will be all summer long. And for those of you who are new to trading, summer months are the slowest, so that's kind of in line at the moment, right? So I don't know where this wave 4 is going to land, but we may see a dragged out, very slow summer coming into the markets. At which point, once that is complete, then we see wave 5, and that'll be in the fall. That's my anticipation. I don't know. I don't know the future. All I know is what we have in front of us, and that's what I see. So taking you guys up to the daily time frame, I'm going to stress again that we are trading below the average line of the volume average line. You see that, right? The yellow line is the average volume, we're trading all-time highs while we are running low on volume. All right, and that is a little bit of alarm, because we have no sellers, but once sellers step in, boom, down we go. So that's probably in line with the interpretation of wave 4. All right, so taking you off from the SPY over to the QQQ's Nasdaq ETF, on the 1 hour time frame again. So we made a high in wave 1. We haven't broken into new highs on the S&P, sorry, on the Nasdaq. I'll show you another chart that I was working on. So down in 3 waves to form wave 2. We are now up in 1. We corrected A, B, and C into wave 2. Up in 1, down in 2. We are now in the completion of what appears to be wave 3, because that comes in if we do a fib extension, all right, from wave 1 to wave, sorry, from the low of wave 1 to the high of wave 2. That comes in at the, I believe, the 2618. Yep, the 2618. Right, so that's pretty extended already. And note that we have a bunch of gaps that we need to get filled. So what I anticipate happening is that once we get that resistance and we start pulling back, we can see a retracement from the low of wave 2. We projected it up to the wave 3. You know, a shallow pullback would be anywhere between the 23.6 to the 38.2, and that will fall in the line of 331 to 327, and that is in confluence with price, with the lower trend channel that is originated from wave 1 projected down to wave 2. All right, and if we take further confirmation to see where this will land, so let's take a look. We'll do a line, let's say in the middle, and what do you know, so we have levels of support around this zone. Okay, so this could be a good time to take advantage of for the next leg higher into wave 5 of wave 3. All right, guys, so let me spook you guys just a little bit. All right, and I'm going to delete this stuff here for now. I'll put it back in a little bit, and what I'm going to show you guys is this, right? What if wave 2 is not over, right? And wave 2 is here. I mean, the Nasdaq has been lagging a little bit, right? And so what if this is down in A, we're going up in B, and then down in C? All right, let me change this into the minor degree, and let's take some fib extensions, right, to the bottom of wave A, and let's turn on our internal 1272. Okay, let's turn on the 100, which is coming right up, and the 786. Okay, so these three, it's unlikely, right? It's unlikely that we will see wave B ramp up beyond the extension, right? Beyond the, or I mean, they already did. The 78.6 is the normal target for wave B. And also, look, okay, it's not. I don't think this is it, but it's always good to have a count in the back pocket. So I'm just gonna draw this real quick, right? So we see 3 waves down. All right. So obviously this is A. We have B here, and then we down in C of A. And take a look, guys, right? Although we can count 5 waves like we were doing in the and on our previous count, right? But we can also count 3 waves, A, B, and C, all right? And so this is inverted head and shoulders. So anyway, excuse me. Unlikely this is the count, but it's always good to have this in the back pocket. And I'm really, I don't know, it's fishy, right? Because I mean, the S&P breaking new highs, Dow Jones breaking new highs, but the tech is lagging. So if this is the wave count, right, the scary one that we have in front of us, then boom, wave C is going to take us lower. So where will wave C take us to? If, say for instance, this was the end of wave B, we do a projection, we do 100%. Then wave C could take us, down to what, 300, right? 297, as you just saw. Unlikely. Don't think that's a count. I want to delete this. I'll do that later. Actually, let's just do it right now. But that's something to consider, guys. All right. And so for now, we're gonna leave it like this, where we now see a pullback, right? This is where we'll take advantage of a trade to take us higher, and we will know. How do we know if the alternate count that I just presented to you guys is the count? We'll know once we test the bottom trend channel, right? And if we fail to break out of it or fail to bounce, then, you know, and it takes us lower, then that's where we'll find out. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Now we have some trades ongoing. Let me take you over to Uber. Wow, Uber was spot on, right? I mean, this can't get any better than that. So this wave count was in triangulation. Uber was in triangulation or consolidation for from January all the way up until, let's see, now I guess until April, right? So a couple of months. And taking a look, right? So we finished in wave 4. We went up in 1, down in 2, down in 3, ABC into the wave 4, which came into the 50%, spot on 50% retracement of wave 3, right? And now we are what appears to be wave 5 of intermediate wave 1, or minor degree wave 1, my apologies. So we have up in 1, down in 2, 3, we're consolidating down in 4, which we should find support here, and then one more leg higher, I believe, into the wave, which will be a 100% extension, wave 5 of minor degree wave 1. All right, at which point, if you were in the Discord group, you took advantage of this trade here, and you were up roughly, you know, 5%, 6%, which is not bad for a quick swing trade. If you missed it, right, just be patient, let wave 1 finish, and we will anticipate a wave 2 correction in 3 waves that could potentially backtest this trend channel, which they normally do. All right, normally what happens is that when we break out of triangulation, right, we backtest it and then we go higher. Now here's the trick. All right, to anticipate where, let me take the log off, to anticipate where triangulation or the breakout might end, we normally take the widest portion of the triangle, right, and copy that, and project it over to the breakout. Okay, so we could potentially see wave 5 because we are in the intermediate wave 4. So wave 5 should finish. I don't have a label. I mean, normally this is what happens, but taking the widest portion of the triangle, then we can potentially see Uber go all the way up to the 76, 78 price region. That's a 30% increase. Okay, guys, so Uber's looking good. I added some shares today, as I noted in the group. So again, anything below wave 1 will invalidate this whole wave count, and we will reevaluate. But I don't think that's the case. So taking you over to AMD. AMD, I don't like it anymore, guys. I'm sorry. I did cut half of my position in the profits, obviously, because we took this trade, but I'm leaving the remainder to run. Let's see. So I originally anticipated that this was wave 1, right? Wave 1 down in 2, and that we were now in the wave 3. But, you know, I don't think today's news out of NVDA, which was pretty positive. I mean, they were just ramping out news left and right. I've been calling this as a possible triangle. So if this is the case, then we will do A, B, C, D, and E, right? A, B, C, D, and E, and then we go lower. All right, so I'm gonna do this minuet. Well, actually, let's just do a minor. At which point wave B will be anchored here, although I'm not sure. This is becoming very tricky and hard to interpret. So this will be down in A, up in B, and then we'll take down in C, which was a wave count that I presented to you guys a couple of weeks ago. All right, so again, we may bounce off if this. All right, so regardless of the fact, right, we can still see some upside coming back up, right? If we come down and test this lower trend line, right, we come back up, we at the very least have to test these highs, right? We accelerated gap down, and we see probably a filled gap and potentially go lower. All right, once this redevelops, or if we break above this high of 83, then I'll take another trade to take us higher, at which point I will reevaluate, or sorry, go back to our original wave count, which call for AMD to go to the 95 to 100. All right, guys, And let's take a look at another trade that we have on. It's Amazon, AMZN. So Amazon is performing well. As you guys see, we are up in the wave 3. We will be looking for a pullback in the wave 4 to take us higher to in the wave 5. All right, guys. So I mean, if you missed this trade, that's okay, because taking a look at this at the price structure of Amazon. I mean, we've been in this consolidation for since July of last year, right? And we're, although this looks impulsive now, right, and this looks like we are now gonna break out of it, you still have some time, right? You technically, nothing has changed, but we took the trade a little early, and we're now taking advantage of this move to take us higher. Let me see my notes. Let's take a look. NVDA, NVDA was pretty good. NVIDIA taking you down to the 1 hour time frame. We had really good news out of NVIDIA today. I'm gonna be looking for a trade on this one. We missed the boat today, so up in 1, down in 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It appears that we've completed wave 5. We went into the 1618. We're now rejecting it, and if that's the case, then we will probably see a wave 4 pullback that will square up to this wave 2. Okay, somewhere in the vicinity of, a shallow retracement down to the 23.6 to the 38.2. So it'll take us somewhere in the zone, and we can take advantage of this pullback to take us higher. All right, so possible entry in that zone. Anything beyond this extreme of wave 1 invalidates the count. All right, guys, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I did go beyond the normal 15 minutes. Don't want to keep you guys here too much, but I did have to say thank you again for subscribing, for reaching over 100 subscribers. Really happy about that. I'm gonna crank out these videos, don't worry. They'll be coming now, even better. Also, again, just the link in the description is to join the team. We are a growing community, so take advantage of that and join. We post daily updates of the markets, any trade setups, answer questions. We have tons of fun in there, all right, guys? So hope to see you there. Come ready with tickers, stocks to watch, and yeah, let's crack this open tomorrow. All right, guys, so take care and have a wonderful night. Bye bye.